Hey folks, it's Vic Noble here with another weekly trade example for the week ending January the 29th, 2010. This month is just about out of here. You hear me in these weekly trade examples talk about the importance of support resistance all the time. And I talk about market flow and I talk about pattern recognition, things that we see that we recognize that we can make a trade off of. Well, I'm going to show you, this is a British pound US dollar pair earlier this week. It was on Tuesday. And this thing set up really, it was like the perfect storm. I mean, everything just set up perfectly. We had price coming up. See this old support here, how it became, after it was broken, it became resistance, and it came up and tested it again. Now we don't know what's going to happen. It might keep going straight up. But if we see a pattern setting up that we recognize that's negative, now that should get our attention. So and also I want to show you one more thing. The market flow was down here. These swing lows, like right here, fractal points right here, they were being broken to the downside, and there were no fractal high points on this 4-hour chart, at least, being broken to the upside. See, it didn't happen. So the market flows down. We're at resistance, and if we go to a 50, I'm going to take you right down to a 15-minute chart now, and I'll show you something. Price was going higher. This is at the same time, just coming into the 26th. Price is going higher, but look what the MACD is doing. The corresponding peaks in the MACD is going down. So, and remember, resistance on a higher time frame. So this is what I talk about when I say a recognizable pattern. What we want to think about doing now is selling a rally. And there's different ways to do it, different places that you can sell it. There's no right or wrong answer. Everybody does it different. And hey, you know what? Even though, like I said, this is like a perfect storm, does it guarantee a profit here? Well, obviously not. Anything can happen, right? However, this is a very, very nice opportunity. Very, very good opportunity, good risk reward. By selling it up here, like we have sort of specific places where we like to sell it. The minimum rally up here would give you about a 2-to-1, because this is our profit target right down here. We'll give you about a 2-to-1 reward for your risk. Selling it up even higher where we show is about 3.5-to-1. Now the deal is you don't know how far it's going to rally, do you? If you're going to have your stop up above here, the higher up you can sell it, the better, because you get less risk, but you get more profit, right? I mean, it might not. It might just go up a little bit and fizzle and come right down. We don't even get filled. Big deal. What are you going to do? Move on to the next trade. So you'll see what happened here. It took a really hard move up here, and it took one more shot up and hit our upper sell area too for those that wanted to take it up there. And what a nice drop it had here, like really quickly. It surpassed our initial profit target and kept going down. So really nice setup. Point is, what I want to make here is that all we can do is recognize setups. That's it. You don't know what's going to happen once you get into a trade. Not anything can happen. But when we see that we have all these confluences of factors coming into play here. We have resistance being hit on a higher time frame. We have a recognizable pattern happening here. We have market flow hitting down on the 4-hour chart. These things all add up to an opportunity. So, I think there's just a great thing to learn, in my opinion, in my experience, to learn about these kind of patterns so that you can use them in your trading, and because it gives you a nice, reliable, consistent approach if you want, because you just have to pick one thing here, right? You don't have to try to do everything. In fact, it's a mistake to try to do everything. Just try to find one thing that you can recognize and get good at, and that's it. Just do it over and over and over again, okay? So there you go. There's a little example for you for the week ending of January the 29th of 2010 on the cable, the British pound US dollar pair. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll be back at the end of next week with another example.